super smart people. I mean, they look smart. They're work ethics, hardworking people. Okay.
Biggest terror nation, only country bigger in debt than America
should be.
But the thing is
people are playing games with this stuff.
Where do you think I borrow my money from?
Where do you think I borrow my money from? Japan.
Japan are stupid people.
They save
money.
They save money.
I'm an American. I use debt.
I'm American.
I borrow their savings.
But
I know that the savings rate in Japan is negative to motivate people to put in the market. Is that true?
No, Japanese are the highest per capita.
Japanese is the highest.
Japanese believe in saving money.
Well, Japanese believe in saving money. They're good people, but not very smart. Financial.
Toyotas, Hondas, okay.
So in a country like India,
like India,
teenagers, 15 to 20-year-old teenagers, what we've been told by our parents is to focus on, becoming a doctor or an engineer, because that's like the safest route to, securing your life in a country like India. But what baffles me is that there are so many examples of people who made a lot of money. Let's say even if you're a high earning person in India, which is about, let's say, $30,000-$40,000 a year.
$50,000.
Somebody who has won a lottery in India. All of them eventually end up in becoming broke. So I'll give you an example. So there's this popular show called Kaun Banega Crorepati in India, which means it's a rip-off of who will be a millionaire, which is there in US. So they got asked questions and they win. I think a staggering more than half of the people who made like $1 million on that show are broke today. So what baffles me is that we are only taught how to make examples. So in a country like India, right now, if you see the teenagers, 15 to 20-year-old teenagers, what we've been told by our parents is to focus on, becoming a doctor or an engineer, because that's like the safest route to, securing your life in a country like India. But what baffles me is that there are so many examples of people who made a lot of money. Let's say even if you're a high earning person in India, which is about, let's say, $30,000-$40,000 a year, versus let's say somebody who has won a lottery in India. All of them eventually end up in becoming broke. So I'll give you an example. So there's this popular show called Kaun Banega Crorepati in India, which means it's a rip-off of who will be a millionaire, which is there in US. So they got asked questions and they win. I think a staggering more than half the people who made like $1 million on that show are broke today. So what baffles me is that we are only taught how to make money, but the schools never teach us how to manage that money. Like, why do you think that's the situation across the world? Even in a prosperous country like US, that is the situation.
There's school teachers.
Why is that happening and are things changing?
Well, the statistics
show.
So let's just say
you have
he becomes an entrepreneur. He makes a lot of money. Okay. The second generation, he teaches it to his kids. So the second generation, they enjoy the money. Right. The money's gone by the third generation.
The money's gone.
That is the situation. So why is that happening? And
the money is gone by the third.
The statistics
show.
A man.
Let's say a man becomes an entrepreneur. Makes a lot of money. The second generation, he teaches to his kids. So the second generation, they enjoy their money. Money's gone by the third generation. They don't pass on knowledge. They pass on money.
So many people today,
I can tell they get second or third generation. They're really pretty. They got their Gucci clothes on, the cars and all this. Second generation. I've been here. Too easy. So look at this here.
I wrote this book here. It says, Who Stole My Pension? In America today, what floats the stock market
is pensions.
And Wall Street steals the pensions.
The pensions.
The pension system floats the stock market.
Where's the money coming from?
So all these people
go to school, get a job, and they save money. And they invest in the stock market, mutual funds, ETFs. I don't touch any of them. I'm not saying you shouldn't, I don't have
I'm
to.
an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Employees have to save money, get out of debt, buy a house. I don't have to.
I don't.
I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur. And
And
employees have to save money, get out of debt, buy a house, and invest in the stock market.
My poor dad. Employees have to save funds. I don't touch any of this.
I don't touch any of
this.
it. I'm not saying you
I
shouldn't.
don't have to.
I don't have
I'm an
to.
entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur. Employees have to save money, get out of debt, buy a house, and invest in the stock market.
My poor dad.
My poor dad.
I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur.
I
I buy
the gold mine.
the gold
I
mine.
get the gold.
I get the gold.
Most employees.
Most employees cannot buy the gold mine.
I buy the silver mine.
I buy the silver mine.
Real estate.
I buy the real estate. I buy the hotels.
I am a capitalist.
I'm a capitalist. I'm an entrepreneur.
These learnings taught to us in schools, like why are they skipping this topic? Why do you think that?
Because they're run by college professionals.
It runs by college professionals like my poor dad. But because it runs by...
Aren't these learnings taught to us in schools? Like why are they skipping this topic? Why do you think that?
Because they run by
college professors like my poor dad.
No.
No.
They have a job. What's valuable to you?
What's valuable to you?
Like I talk to my friends.
My
friends want kids.
My friends want kids.
Some people don't want kids.
Some people don't want kids.
So if you want kids,
If you want...
You don't want kids, don't have kids. Like I talk to my friends. Some of my friends want... They have a job. What's valuable?
What's valuable to you?
Like I talk to my friends.
Like I talk to my friend.
Some of my friends want kids.
My friends want kids. Some people don't want kids.
So if you want kids,
have kids.
You don't want kids.
You don't want kids? Don't have
You
kids.
want to be rich?
You want to be rich?
Don't be an employee.
Don't be an employee.
Be rich. Be an entrepreneur.
If you want to be rich,
What's a choice? Like I talk to my friends. Some of my friends want kids. Some people don't.
some people don't want kids.
So if you want kids,
If you want kids, have
you don't
kids.
want kids.
You don't want kids, don't have
You
kids.
want to be rich?
You want to be rich?
Don't be an employee.
Don't be an employee.
You want to be rich? Be an
You want to be
entrepreneur.
rich? Be an entrepreneur.
What's a choice?
That's a choice.
So this is the biggest problem.
This is
America's going to be the poorest
America-
country in the world.
America's
Starting now.
America is going to be the poorest country in the world.
You guys
Starting
either be an entrepreneur. What's a choice? So this is the biggest problem. America's going to be the poorest country in the world.
poorest country in the
Starting
world.
now. You guys
Starting
the
now.
biggest crashes happening
Biggest crash
right now. So
right
that's
now.
good for me because
So that's
the
good
price
for
of
me. The
gold is
price
so
is gold is silver is going to go
Interesting
up.
because most people in India until the last decade have been migrating to the US, thinking that is where it's
Brother.
an opportunity to pursue the great American dream. But over the last 2 years, we've seen an increasing number of people coming back in droves back to India because that's where they're seeing the opportunity. So that is a very interesting shift that I never thought would happen so quickly in my lifetime. Right? So
a very smart young man.
Very smart.
You see what happens.
You see what
As I
happens.
go, I travel the world since I was a kid.
Since I was a kid,
I always go to the slums.
I always go to the
So this time
slums.
I went to the slums of Mumbai. And I'm looking at talking to people. But what shocks most
people
is America never had
is
slums.
America never had
Today,
slums.
slums are everywhere. One of my best pieces of real estate by communists. But what shocks most people today, slums are everywhere across America. One of my best pieces of real estate is in Portland, Oregon, because they're run by communists here. Most school teachers are communists. This is the communist
5, 4, 3,
They don't know it's
2.
good people.
I want
It's huge. Best piece of gun ever had slums like that.
to never have
Today, slums are everywhere.
slums is everywhere across the board. Yeah,
Best pieces
one
of
of my
real
best
estate in
places.
Oregon, because they're run by communists.
we're run by communists.
Teachers are communists.
Most school teachers are
Communists
communists.
got invested in the market. the right thing.
But they're doing the right thing.
So in Portland, Oregon, I bought this huge apartment house. And my friends and I converted it to condominiums. And we thought we'd be a fortune. We did.
It'd be a fortune.
But we couldn't get people in there because the government of Oregon,
allowed homeless people to build houses all around our property. So the lieutenants could drive around the property. In San Francisco, Washington went down. New York is going down. The slums of Dubai is spreading across the
government of Oregon.
We thought we would make a fortune, and we did. But we couldn't get people in there because the government of Oregon allowed homeless people to build houses all around our property. So lieutenants couldn't drive around the property. And San Francisco went down. Washington went down. New York is going down. The slums of Mumbai are spread across America.
We should go look at it. San Francisco used to be the most beautiful city in America.
San Francisco used to be the beautiful city. I worked in San Francisco.
Now you don't walk in the streets.
Now you don't walk in the streets because like the slums of Mumbai.
Very interesting thing that's happening in India. So the builders are trying their best to clear out the slums. So what they're telling them is, I'll build an apartment for you first. Vacate your slums and stay there while I make another building over here so you can occupy it later. But what they're actually doing, they got the apartment for free and they're giving it for free and continue to live in the slums. So that's an interesting development that's happening in Mumbai slums.
Same thing happened in China.
Same thing happened in China.
The
Chinese developers have go build high rises, never finish them. They steal the money. So China is in serious trouble right now.
So now that you're seeing that so many problems are happening in the former world economy, do you think crypto will be back? Because
China is in serious trouble right now.
If the world crashes again, if we have another economic crisis, the price of Bitcoin will go to $1 million. So do you see that happening anytime soon?
It could. Yeah, I own
I own Bitcoin.
I don't have that many. I own 60.
60.
How many Bitcoins do you own?
I just told you 60.
60 Bitcoins.
I just told you, I own 60.
Okay.
But I'm not very good technology.
Not very good technology. But I do take investment. So
Since 2009. 20,000.
2008.
Okay.
That's what investors do.
That's what investors do.
We're not
School teachers. School
Hit
teachers.
20,000.
Hit 20,000. Crashed.
I waited. And then it hit 6. So I bought 60 for 6,000.
Okay.
So that's about 1.5 now. Not much.
How did you know at that point of time when that crash happened to 6,000 that you need to buy more? Like what made you so confident that Bitcoin will go up again?
Because I take investment courses.
Okay.
Let's call it fundamental investing and technical trading.
Okay.
Technical, most investors are technical. They watch the market go up and down, up and down, up and down. So they use options, they use shorts, all this other stuff. Warren Buffett is not technical. Warren Buffett is fundamental. George Soros is technical. So you gotta know what kind of investor you are. It's all financial education. So I just take all these courses, I watch it, it hit 60.
Okay.
And
When
then
it hit $60,000, you pick it up.
and I'll just buy 60.
Oh, the boss says
You have to be greedy,
Right.
you don't
But
have
did
to
you
be
cash out
free.
when the boom happened?
I never sold.
You never sold.
I never sell.
Got it.
I only buy.
So you're still bullish on it going above than what it is currently.
Well, I'm kind of worried about it. I'm giving my very precious gift here.
Let's give here.
A young woman from here gave me this gift here. I just love this. It's Rich Dad, Poor Dad for Bitcoin. The reason this is important is a very simple reason. Is this is fake. Everybody who works for dollars, yen, pesos, rupee, this is fake. Stupid people work for this stuff.
Stupid.
And that's what we get, but then don't.
It's Rich Dad, Poor Dad with Bitcoin. The reason this is important is a very simple reason. Is is fake. Everybody who works for dollars, yen, pesos, rupee, this is fake. Stupid people work for this stuff.
And that's what we get, but they don't keep it like that.
It's fake. So when she gave me this, I was happy because I like Bitcoin because Bitcoin is blockchain.
Right.
It holds its integrity, it holds its shape. So I was very honored to take this. The problem with Bitcoin, this is my warning to all the crypto guys, messing with the federal government.
So I was going to get to think how it will be.
Yeah, so America just this year already said they're going to come out with a CBDC, with central bank digital currency. You guys know more about tech than I ever.
Even India has come up with
Yeah.
that. So,
The moment they go to CBDC, this, I'm not saying may drop. See, because we're going to put this out of business. So you got to be very, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I still stay with,
but it would still depend on adoption, right?
this is God's money.
Okay.
Bitcoin's people's money.
Okay.
This is fake money.
Okay.
And you guys all been taught to work with this garbage.
Yeah.
This is toilet paper. What my ass.
But the problem started, I mean, for the longest time, that paper money was pegged to dollar, the gold and
Yes,
silver.
yes.
Until then, it was fine. But then once they made it fiat, and when they could just print how much ever they want, that's when the problem started. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, this is fake. And the reason I showed you this is this has started in 1974, 1971. Nixon, this is macro.
Okay.
Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard.
Yeah.
So 71 a dollar became fake. Then it became the petrodollar.
What dollar?
Petrol.
Petrol.
Oil dollar. I'm an oil man. I don't know. I own oil wells.
Right.
I don't own oil stocks. I like the black stuff. So Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. This became fake, but the economy boomed. Real estate boomed.
Yeah.
Because they were printing this as fast as they wanted to.
Right.
Every time America got into trouble, they printed this.
Can you briefly explain what happens when the government prints a lot of money? Who does it impact and how?
Well, there's inflation. So right now, in America, I'm sure it's here too, many people can't afford to eat anymore.
It's become expensive.
Yeah, the homeless people in America, some of them are drugs, obviously. A lot of them just can't afford a house.
Right. Same
So-
situation.
Yeah, because this is toilet paper. And our school teachers will never tell us this. Because the school teachers are Marxists. They're good people.
Can you tell me what a Marxist means?
Taxes.
Basically, taking money from everybody to equitably distribute
And they're
wealth.
taxed.
Right.
I don't pay taxes.
Well,
So a capitalist knows how to use debt
Right.
and pay no taxes because, hear me out.
Yeah.
This dollar is a function of debt. The only way this comes into existence is somebody has to borrow.
Somebody has to borrow
This is not-
money.
This is debt after 1971. So 1974 became the petrodollar. So I made a lot of money in oil. I went to work for Standard Oil.
Right.
And then what happened is economy kept increasing all this. Then they started pumping all the money into the baby boom generation.
Pumping all the money in the baby boom.
Pensions were stolen by Wall Street. It's empty. So you watch in the next few years, you're going to hear more and more from the state.
Because most people in India, until the last decade, they migrated to the US, thinking that is where is the land of opportunity to pursue the great American dream. But over the last 2 years, we've seen an increasing number of people coming back in droves, back to India, because that's where they're seeing the opportunities. So that is a very interesting shift that I never thought would happen so quickly in my lifetime. And so,
You're a very smart young man. You see what happens. Every place I go, I travel the world since I was a kid.
yes.
I always go to the slums. So this time I went to the slums of Mumbai. And I'm looking at talking to people. But what shocks most people Because America never had slums.
Because America never has slums.
Everywhere across.
Today, slums is everywhere across America.
One of my best pieces of real estate is in Portland, Oregon, because they're run by communists.
Because they ran by communists.
Most school teachers are communists.
Most schools
have a
are
Communist Manifesto by Marx. They don't know it. They're good people.
They're good people.
They're doing the right thing.
They're doing the right thing.
So in Portland, Oregon,
bought this huge apartment.
My friends and I converted it to
And my friends
and we thought we made a fortune. We did.
Thought we made a fortune.
But we couldn't get people in there because the government of Oregon allowed homeless people to build houses all around our property. So the tenants couldn't drive onto the property. In San Francisco went down, Washington went down. New York is going down. The slums that move by are spreading across America. You should go look at it. San Francisco used to be the most beautiful city in America, in my opinion. I worked in San Francisco and all that. Now you don't walk in the streets because it's like the slums that move by.
And maybe one more interesting thing that's happening in India. So the builders are trying their best to clear out the slums. So what they're telling them is, I've built an apartment for you close by. Vacate your slums and stay there while I make another building over here so that you can occupy it later. But what these guys are actually doing, they got their apartment for free and they're giving it out for rent to somebody else and continue to live in the slums. So that's an interesting development that's happening in Mumbai slums.
Same thing happened in China.
Same thing happened in China.
The Chinese developers would go in and build high rises, never finish it, steal the money and run. So China's in serious trouble right now financially.
So now that we're seeing that so many problems are happening in the formal world economy, do you think crypto will be back? Because I've read one of your articles where you mentioned that if the world crashes again, we have another economic crisis, the price of Bitcoin would go to $1 million. So do you see that happening anytime soon?
It could, yeah. I own Bitcoin. I don't have that many. I don't have 60.
How many Bitcoins do you own? Huh? How many Bitcoins do you own?
I just told you 60. 60
I just told you, 60. Not many.
It's a lot.
But I bought, I'm not very good technology-wise, but I do take investment courses.
Okay.
So I was watching Bitcoin do this.
Right.
Up, down, up, down. This is 2009, right?
Right.
It hit 20,000.
You've been monitoring since 2009?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what investors do.
Yeah.
We're not stupid people. They're good school teachers. It hit 20,000, crashed. What? I said, I waited. Then it hit 6. So I bought 60 for 6,000.
Okay.
So it's about 1.5 much.
How did you know at that point of time when the crash happened to 6,000 that you need to buy more? Like what made you so confident that Bitcoin will go up again?
Because I take investment courses. It's called fundamental investing, technical trading, technical analysis. Investors are technical. They watch the market up and down, up and down, up and down. So they use options, they use shorts, all this other stuff. Warren Buffett is not technical. Warren Buffett is fundamental. George Soros is technical. So you gotta know what kind of investor. It's all financial education. So I just take all these courses, I watch it, they did 60, took it out. And then
When it hit $60,000, you took it out.
I just bought 60.
Okay.
You don't have to be greedy.
Right. But did you cash out when the boom happened?
I never sold.
You never sold.
I never sold.
Got it.
I only buy.
So you're still bullish on it going above than what it is currently?
Well, I'm kind of worried about it. I was given some very precious gift to me. A young woman from the platform here gave me this gift here. I just love this. It's Rich Dad Poor Dad with Bitcoin. The reason this is important, a very simple reason, is this is fake. Everybody who works for dollars, yen, pesos, rupee, this is fake. Stupid people work for this stuff. Okay?
And that's what we get, but then don't keep it like that. Put it somewhere else.
Well, it's fake. So when she gave me this, I was happy because I like Bitcoin because Bitcoin is blockchain.
Right.
It holds its integrity, it holds its shape. So I was very honored to take this. The problem with Bitcoin, this is here's my warning to all the crypto guys. Messing with the federal government. Yeah, so America just this year already said they're going to come out with a CBDC, with central bank digital currency. You guys know more about tech than I do.
Even India has come up with it.
Yeah. The moment they go to CBDC, this, I'm not saying may drop. See, because they're going to put this kind of business. So you got to be very, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I still stay with,
But it would still depend on adoption, right?
this is God's money.
Okay.
Bitcoin's people's money. This is fake money.
Okay.
And you guys all been taught to work with this garbage. This is toilet paper.
But the problem started for the longest time. That paper money was pegged to dollar, the gold and
Yes,
silver.
yes.
Until then, it was fine. But then once they made it fiat, and then they could just print how much ever they want, that's when the problem started. So to say.
Yes, this is fake. And the reason I showed you this is this has started 1974, 1971. Nixon, this is back. Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard.
Yeah.
So 71 a dollar became fake, then it became the petrol dollar. Petrol. Oil dollar. I'm an oil man. I don't mean I own oil wells. I don't own oil stocks. I like the black stock. So Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. This became fake, but the economy boomed. Real estate boomed.
Yeah.
Because they were printing this as fast as they wanted to.
Right.
Every time America got into trouble, they printed this.
Can you briefly explain what happens when the government prints a lot of money? Who does it impact and how?
Well, there's inflation. So right now, in America, I'm sure it's here too, many people can't afford to eat anymore.
It's become expensive.
Yeah, the homeless people in America, some of them are drugs, obviously. A lot of them just can't afford a house.
Right. Same
So-
situation.
Yeah, because this is toilet paper. And our school teachers will never tell us this. Because the school teachers are Marxists. They're good people.
Can you tell people what the Marxist means?
Taxes.
Basically, taking money from everybody to equitably distribute
And
that.
tax.
Right.
I don't pay taxes. So a capitalist knows how to use debt
Right.
and pay no taxes because, hear me out,
Yeah.
this dollar is a function of debt. The only way it comes into existence is somebody has to borrow money. This does not exist. This is debt after 1974. So 1974 became the petrol